You doing, Pouncy? How did you get out? You sneaky, sneaky little raptor. Who do you even think you are sneaking out of the sex pen? That is just ridiculous. How did it even get out? I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. We got some... Oh, come back, Pouncy. Good girl, boy. Good boy. We got something extremely exciting today. This is actually something I've been saying that needed to be in ARK for a very long time. And ladies and gentlemen, it has finally come into existence. We have a Dino Storage Mod. Dino Storage Mod, you ask? Why is that exciting? For many freaking reasons, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and show it off real quick. So, it is a craftable item called the Soul Trapper, and you can actually get this. It costs 0 Ingram points, and you can get it at level 1. So what this does is traps the dino's soul into an item. Once stored, the dino will drop its inventory, no longer need to be fed, and transfer ownership to the user who releases it. So this makes it a super easy way to trade dinos. For any servers running any of the actual trading mods where you can actually put items into an inventory and set a price for them, this is a super easy way for you to actually be able to sell dinos, transfer dinos, store dinos. It's going to significantly improve server performance for servers like mine, which is a breeding server where each person is, has like 100 or so dinos, even more, like hundreds and hundreds of dinos per person. This is going to make that significantly better. So what this actually does is we'll go ahead and plop one onto this RG here, and you'll see that once we actually use this, the dino will disappear. And now we have received a new sphere here, which actually takes its exact name. It shows all of the stats and everything, so we can see all of the stats. This is really good for a breeder as well, especially if you're breeding for stats. You can go ahead and store your dinos in this, and you can be like, okay, well, this is, a female Argentavis with these stats, and then you can find the male with even better stats and breed those together to make a super dino, and this is just really cool. Now, when you use this, the dino will pop back into it. We ate it for some reason. That's a little weird. But yeah, the dino will pop back into existence, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. We've got our mutation has stayed and everything, and it's amazing. So this will drastically reduce lag. Let's go ahead and craft up a bunch of these, because we're going to be storing all of our dinos in here. Now, this does also give the opportunity for your dinos to be stolen if you're on a PvP server, but I think that's kind of an interesting thing to have, because, people should be able to steal dinos and stuff like that. So, another thing that you can do is also rename them. So it will retain all the information when you actually name them as well. And let's go ahead and go into this one here. So this one, we've got a purple body here. So let's go ahead and change name here. Options, change name. Purple body RG. Bam. So that way, if I want to ever breed for that purple color, now that I don't have to worry about killing all the dinos I don't really plan on using, I can now store them, which is even better. Now, the inventory does not seem to be dropping. I just absorbed that one, and it didn't drop. So, the saddle did not drop with the RG, and I thought it didn't because it's not on this one, because this one had a saddle on it too. So the inventory dropping does not seem to be working on the servers, and I had a feeling that would happen. So on single player, it's a little bit different. The inventory will drop on single player, but it'll look like your actual dino was killed. I'm not going to hop on single player and show that. It does work, but the animation, instead of disappearing like it does on the multiplayer, the dino will actually have a death animation. So it'll die near you, and then you'll absorb its soul into your inventory, and the inventory will drop. Now, the inventory does not drop on servers, so just keep that in mind. Make sure to empty out the inventory. But as you can see here, we now have a level 824 purple body RG. So it retains the name, all of the information. And what this does is it actually stores the dino into code. So what that means is the second you turn it into a soul, it'll remain exactly the same until you release it. And it'll actually save the code in your save games on your server. So you need to make sure that your server, as long as your server's files remain intact, then all of your dinos will remain stored. If something happens and your server files are wiped, then you're going to actually lose all your dinos. So that's a bad thing. Just don't wipe your server files and you'll be good to go. That goes for local save games as well. If you're playing on single player, it will be stored in your local save games. So make sure not to wipe out your save games folder. Now what this means is we're not going to actually have to feed the dino. We're not going to have to do anything with it. So that is really good. It makes it so you don't have to farm up meat all the time. It's pretty awesome. And then we can go ahead and just store them into this handy dandy thing here. And plus it only weighs like 0.1, so you can carry them with you at all times as well. You don't need a dino pickup mod or anything, although this cannot be used on babies and they have to be tamed to use. So we can actually just go ahead and store. We're going to actually grab the saddles because we know that the inventory doesn't drop now. Plop one of those. And I wish it would show like what kind of mutations you have on them. But this is a dark purple, so we would change this one to dark purple. Dark purple RG. There we go. Now let's see here. If we pick up a different one, does the color change? Like, oh, this is tiny human. Oh, we got a tiny human griffin. That's awesome. So, oh, we're starving to death as well. Do we have any berries? But this is incredibly exciting. So, now, something that you have to keep in mind is if you breed the dino or have any sort of timer on the dino, this will save that timer. So if you have breeding rates and you instantly breed a dino, the second you save its soul, it'll retain that breeding timer. So once you release it, then it'll start counting down again. So it's not a way to, you know, basically bypass the system for breeding. It will retain those rates the entire time. And, okay, so it does keep the exact same color. I was kind of curious about that. So, but anyways, it's really interesting. It's going to drastically reduce lag on servers, and I'm very, very excited. So today we're going to actually do a little bit of cleaning up around the base, and we're going to get prepared for the next breeding episode. So, lots of cool stuff coming to the Extinction Core server on Crystal Isles. Then we also got Pixark, which I'm having a lot of fun with, so it's really exciting. Let's see if we got any eggs down in here. This is my breeding pens, and I've got a whole series going on for this. There's no eggs down here. I think my Gigantopithecus are turned off, so there shouldn't be any babies here. Very, very good. And why is there a wyvern back here? What is life? Why are you down here? You're just chilling, huh? It's like, I'm just a gangster wyvern, man. Don't mind me. Just chilling. Anyways, if you guys are curious about breeding pens and the best way to breed, definitely check out that playlist that I've got created right now. But let me go ahead and clean this up with the Dino Pickup, or not the Dino Pickup mod, the Dino Storage Mod. And we'll be right back. Okay, so what I want to do is actually create an area where we can store all of our dinos and maybe create like a kind of shop so I can maybe sell some to patrons and stuff like that. I think that'd be fun. So I'm trying to pick a little spot here now. I don't want to make it, because I've got this really looking really nice here. We got our graveyard over here. Maybe that's a good spot for it. Oh, the poor graveyard. Goodness gracious. We might have to move that around a little bit. I like the way we've got everything going. I kind of like got a brown chicken, brown cow alley going is what I'm calling it. So you know what? We'll continue the alley theme. And what I'll do is I'll just make it out this way a little bit. So we'll make it like 4 wide like this. That should be 4, right? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Perfect. And then you'll actually come through the gate and there'll just be a building there. I think that'll be good. And that gives us room for dinos. We might actually be able to make it a little bit smaller. So let's go ahead and pick this up. There we go. So basically, yeah, I'm just going to make a dino storage area and make it so that we can be able to figure out where all of our dinos are. So I'm not going to just put, since they are the same color, what I'm thinking is I'll make different storage spots for each one and with like a little sign over them with what they are. That's like the best idea ever. Like the best idea ever. To do something a little bit different here. Just a little bit of a different look, I guess. So we've got wood on the bottom and then, or stone on the bottom and then wood on the top. And basically what we're going to do is we'll put maybe our higher level creatures up on the higher level and then lower level stuff on the lower level. I guess that kind of makes sense. And we're going to use these down here. I don't know if I'm going to make this too fancy. How tall do I need to make it? I mean, if we're going to be breeding a ton of dinos, which, I mean, let's be honest, we will be, then we need to have this pretty substantial... Oh man. Is that wood? Yes, pick up wood wall. So I want the nice wood to be on the outside. There we go. So it's snapping the right way. That's cool. Cool beans, dude. It just looks a little bit better sometimes. And it's nice to kind of switch it up every once in a while. But pretty much what I want to do is, we've got RGs already. I'm going to go ahead and place this here, and then we place our RGs in here. Why is this doing this? Can this not do this? You could also put folders and stuff, obviously. So I'm going a little crazy, so you could just be like, you know, I want a new folder, and I want RGs in here. So then we can go ahead and drop these in here, which is nice. So we could do that, or you can make separate ones. I'm going to probably make separate ones. I don't know. I think it'll be cool that way. I might use a different storage thing, though, so that way we don't have all of these folders. Working out super well. I found a good system for this so far. What's going on, Mange? Keeping guard. So let's see here. I'm keeping all my meat eaters in here right now. So we just started gathering together the raptors. So we'll go ahead and put raptors in here. There we go. So now we'll open up the raptor folder. And we can just drop all of our raptors in here. And I'm also putting the saddles in here so they're super easy to get to if I need to. So you can see here that we've got this raptor here. Purple neck, and it's just really nice being able to see all the stats and everything. So we can see here that this raptor here has higher health, so we could breed, you know, if we find another one with the same health. There we go. Super easy to check stats this way. So we could breed this one and this one together because it's a female and male with high health, so we could breed for health there. This one is very high health on a male, so we could breed this with the female and try and get some more females with that. So it's just really good for breeders. And when we go into here, I've also got all my Spino saddles together. And it's just really nice to be able to see all of the stats like this. It's just such a well done mod. Thank you so much to the creator for this, because it has been needed in ARK. I mean, I've already cleaned up a lot of the base, a lot of these extra dinos that we had. I'm going to leave out the ones that we're still actively using, and I highly recommend everyone who's got a modded server use this. You're going to frickin' love it, because you're going to have significantly less lag on the server with all your dinos actually being stored away, instead of just out and about doing nothing and taking up all your food. You won't have to farm up all the food anymore. It's freaking amazing. So I'm actually going to turn on these guys here. Oh, my red light district lights. Oh my goodness. The red light district, because this is where all the brown chicken brown cow happens, ladies and gentlemen. But it is very, very red. I'm gonna shut this off for now. It's kind of hard to see mutations when it's on, but it is kind of funny at night seeing it and everything's just red. Now I just need a gun to... I think actually we have an ordering gun now, don't we? But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this setup. So I'm gonna use the bottom for regular dinos, and then I'm gonna use the top... What the hell is this pillar doing here? Use the top bit here for the alpha extinction core dinos. So you can also like separate them by mods and stuff like that too. So lots of options with this mod. And thank you so much again to the creator for creating this storage dino mod. It's amazing. It is life. Let's see here. So we got this griffin here. Oh, okay, this is a pretty good griffin. And then we've got... Let's see here. This is Tiny Humans Griffin. I should probably store those because we have had a Dodo Wyvern that's been coming around. Maybe I'll make Tiny Human his own little blue dino storage unit. Although I really like when he comes to visit and he just sees all of his dinos just in a line, and he gets super excited about all of his blue stuff. Anyways, yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over the mod real quick. We're going to get into actually doing some more breeding pens and TLC dino breeding. I think we're going to do the Trike next, then we're going to do the Sarco, and then we're going to actually start working on the fully mutated ones, although we're going to be doing that with the actual alpha creatures. So we're going to start getting into the actual Extinction Core mod here soon. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the episode. Definitely check out the Dino Storage Mod. I'll leave a link in the description below for a direct link to the mod so you guys can check it out for yourself and add it to the servers. I have added it to the Extinction Core server, the Crystal Isles one at least, because I just wanted to test it on here before we add it to all the other ones. So those of you that are on the Crystal Isles Patreon Extinction Core server, definitely make use of it. We're going to reduce the lag. Look, we're at server ping 30. That's pretty damn good for all the mods we got on this server, as well as all the people. But yeah, reduce the amount of dinos at your base, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll see you all in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Smash that like button if you enjoyed it. Bye-bye!